The Utah Jazz are one of those teams that have been unlucky with the draft lottery the last few years, and they had an all-time pick fall to them this year, and Ace Bailey had been outspoken about not wanting to play for the Jazz, but they picked him anyway. He's going to be their franchise guy moving forward. This team is in a very interesting predicament. They have a very big mix of young and old. They have guys like Walker Kessler is due an extension, Keontae George, who's due an extension, and they still have Lauri Markkanen that they're paying $40+ million a year to, that we're potentially going to trade in this video as well. So this first year, I don't expect to be good at all. I don't even know how this team is going to look, really. It's going to be Keontae George and probably either Collier or Clayton. We might move one of them at the deadline. I don't know. I don't know. Collier never really develops really well in this game. Actually, so we can play both of them. I think we're going to move Walter Clayton to the shooting guard spot, so that makes it a bit better. So we don't have to play Springer, and then it's going to be probably Sensabaugh. We'll play Williams like 10 minutes a night, and then Filipowski and Hendricks, and then Nurkic and Kessler. So yeah, this team isn't going to be very good. Is there anyone else that we can potentially draft right now or bring in as a free agent that we can potentially flip at the deadline? It doesn't look like there's anyone else really here that I would be willing to spend some money on. Okay, that's fine. We're going to have Nurkic being our bench player, our bench center. So that's going to be great. Player progression, Lauri's down, and Nurkic is down, which is expected. So I don't think we're going to be good at all, but I would like to try and trade for some first round picks at the end of this, or at the, well, we have too many players. Who are we going to waive? I think we're just going to waive Kevin Love. We'll just say goodbye to him. Cool. All right, let's move to the next season. So yeah, I am probably going to try and get some picks at the deadline. I don't know how we're going to do that. We're going to just find some players that, or find some teams that potentially want some of our players, and then we're hopefully just going to bottom out and finish maybe bottom 3 or the bottom of the table completely, and hopefully get maybe a Cameron Boozer or AJ DeManza next year. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys once we're there. Okay, so here at the trade deadline, we're 15-35, which honestly, like, isn't the worst thing ever. I want to have Ace Bailey be our starting small forward, so that's something we're going to have to potentially figure out how to put him there. Keontae George is playing pretty well. 35% from 3 is not too bad. The assist numbers are looking good. Lauri Markkanen, obviously he's still the #1 guy on the team at the moment, and I want that to change. So Ace Bailey, yeah, he's playing really well. 37% from 3. Bryce Sensabaugh is playing good too. Walker Kessler has an extension due this offseason, so hopefully he plays a little bit better. But let's just see if we can, one, find a Lauri Markkanen trade. I want a first round pick at least. I don't know in 2026 or future down the line. So Paul George is offered to us. We can bank on him retiring, which could give us a lot of cap space. Or is there anyone else here that we would potentially want to do a trade with? Okay, this is very interesting. Chris Middleton and Marcus Smart, they're both expiring, so we'll have some cap space to spend for sure. We can trade Lauri to them. So I do want a first round pick though. Like, the first round pick doesn't have to be the Wizards. I'll take a Thunder pick, and then I would take like a, maybe not your pick, maybe just like a 2028 pick as well. And then I'll throw in, I don't even know who I'd throw in. Like, who else would you want in this trade? Would you want with Mikhailou? You can't take Mikhailou. Is there anything that we could do? It's loading. 2 firsts. I don't really want to do that. I feel like we're giving up the better players here. I'll give you 3 seconds instead here. And does that potentially get it done? No, they want a swap best, and they'll give us a second back. Okay, I will give you like a 2030 first. A long way down the line, and hopefully we're going to be good then. But we get 2 first round picks earlier, and we get a second. Would you do this trade? They're not interested. How about we take away that second? Would you be interested then? And then we just give you a second straight up. Is that better? No. Okay, that sucks. Okay, what else can we potentially ask for in this trade then? because I like the expiring. I do like the expiring pieces for sure. This might be easier. An easier way to do this. I don't think we're going to get any of these players really. Okay, that's fine. Is there anyone else? Like, I would potentially maybe move him here to the 76ers, but I want Paul George for sure and a first, but this is probably not going to work. They want Kenyon Martin and they want a swap best. They'll give us a Dembona. I don't want that. We can give you Kenyon Martin for, like, we can do the Dembona trade, I guess, and we can include like a couple of seconds for you. But that's all I'm going to do. A Lakers, a Clippers unprotected pick in 2028, Paul George, hopefully he retires, and we're getting rid of Kenny Martin and Lauri Markkanen. They say no, they want Shavia Mikhailuk, and I don't want Drummond, dude. Whoa. I don't want Drummond. Get that out of my face. I'll give you another second instead. How about that? They say no. Okay. Okay, well, if you want, I don't even know how we're going to build this out. How about, like, I don't think the Thunder can even afford this. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to afford this at all. Like, we'll take on, I don't even know what we want to take on. I want cap space. That's what I want. I want like 1-year deals basically. Which the Wizards just make sense. Like Chris Middleton and Marcus Smart. I want this first. I want this Rockets first. And then instead of that one, just give us like a 2029 swap instead. They want a 2030 unprotected first, and they'll give us a second. Make it 2 seconds. Give me one this year as well, and then we'll do it. Okay. They're not willing to do it. Okay, I guess I'll give you a 2030 unprotected first. Like, it is Lauri Markkanen's big contract, and Kenyon Martin. Okay, fine. We'll do it. They're not interested now? Bro, are you kidding? Now they're interested. There we go. Okay. We gave up a first, which I didn't want to do, but we got off the Lauri Markkanen money. That's fine. Does anyone want Carl Anderson now? If we can move him, that'd be lovely. Carl Anderson, let's see if we can flip him. I would want a first, but I don't think we're going to be able to get a first. Unfortunately, which kind of sucks. I'm going to have to give up money and stuff instead, which I don't want to do. Okay, we'll keep him then. Anyone want Nurkic? Like, give us a first round pick for Nurkic. Okay, we go up a second and we get a 2029 first round pick, but we get 2 years of KCP, unfortunately, but I don't really want to do that. A second round pick for Klay Thompson. Yeah, these are great. None of these are great. Okay, I guess we could just keep Nurkic. Shavia Mikhailuk. Is anyone interested in Mikhailuk? Yeah, none of these really jump out at me. The Kings will give us a lottery protected first round pick in 2028. And a trade exception. Yeah, okay, done. Bam. Okay. So, what is our roster looking like now? So Keontae George and Collier, and Marcus Smart now off the bench. Clayton and Ace Bailey, Middleton. So center bar and, ooh, okay. I think we need to potentially, I think now we move Ace Bailey to the small forward spot for sure. And then, we need a shooting guard because Jaden Springer, I guess, can be our shooting guard. Because Middleton's not going to play. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Is there like a young shooting guard that we can potentially trade someone for? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. Unless we call up RJ Lewis. Is that something we can do? Can we call up Lewis? How do we bring him? How do we call him up? He's a two-way player. I don't know. Can we even just add him to the rotation? Is that something we can do? Okay, Keontae George, Clayton Jr. We're going to play Ace Bailey in that position. And then it's still going to be Filipowski and Walker Kessler. So I guess Collier can, like, how's he been this year? he's been okay. I don't want him to gain that many minutes. Hendricks can definitely be our sixth man. And Sensabar, I want Sensabar getting a lot of a lot of time too. So he can get they can both get 20. That's fine. Go 14 to Collier. Smart's not going to play for us either. So we'll get Cody Williams in there. And I guess we'll just get Springer in there for the vibes. So Springer and Nurkic can get 10. Cody Williams can get 12. I've got 28 minutes left. So Ace Bailey can get 32. 32. Philip House can get 28. Keontae George can get 30. Then we have 4 more minutes. So how has Cody Williams been? He's been okay. We'll give him 2 more minutes. And then I guess we can just see what Springer can do. Okay, we're here at the contract extension deadline. Before Keontae George wants like $30+ million next offseason, we're just going to extend him. I'm going to give him maybe $24 million, but we'll do it like descending. I think we'll front load it. So we'll go 25 to start. That's fine. We'll have some cap space anyway. And we'll have a team option there too. So eventually it'll be $21 million. That's actually a really good deal for someone like Keontae George. So we're going to take that. And then we've got Bryce Sensabar. Before he wants a lot of money, sure, we'll get him on this deal too. Can we flat rate this? I don't think he's going to accept that. He's declined it. Okay, let's just work this out. So let's go 16 and then we'll go descending as well. We'll front load it for sure. 3 years, 16 mil. He accepts it. Hendricks the same. I'll pay him a little bit extra. That's fine. And then we'll go front load it as well. So we've got some cap space for sure opening up. Smart, Nurkic, no one else. So yeah, cool. So Luka takes home MVP for the Lakers. Rookie of the Year goes to Cooper Flag. Scoot, 6th player. Depoy goes to Wemby. Nemus Keita, most improved. Clutch player Shea. And Mike Brown is your coach of the year. So I'm guessing we're not going to have any Utah Jazz on many of these teams. We get Walker Kessler on defensive team, which is good. Ace Bailey and Filipowski there. And Walter Clayton all on rookie teams, which is lovely to see. So we don't make the playoffs. We were dead last in the West, which is fine. It's fine. We're bottoming out. Keontae George was great, and we just signed him on a steal of a contract extension. Ace Bailey is, doing really well in his first year. What is his efficiency like? 35% for 3. I'll take that. Bryce Sensabaugh was good. Middleton and obviously the other guys didn't actually play for us, so that's all their old numbers too. So let's have a look and see what happens here. So Anthony Edwards coming up against Jalen Brunson, and Ant takes it home. They win in 5. So Brunson had 40, but Ant had 50. Okay. Cool. Player at Diamonds, there's a few notable retirees here. Kevin Love ended up on the Warriors. Russ on the Blazers. We're over at that for 1 more year. DeMar DeRozan, I think 2. And anyone else here that's retiring? Klay Thompson. I think we'll override that as well. Oh, we can't. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to the draft lottery. Obviously, we're in our first round pick this year. And I'm hoping it's going to be staying around the... So Wizards were worse than us. That's nuts. Do we have any other picks in the lottery? Random picks? No, we don't. Okay, so can we please jump up? We do. Oh my goodness. Okay, we do. We jump up. Okay, that is great. Staff signing. We'll keep Will Hardy around. Okay, he's going to have a big job kind of bringing us to where we need to be. And then let's just take our guy. Let's just take our guy right here, right now. I'm going to take Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer is going to be our power forward moving forward. I love this for us. That's huge. Let's take Cameron Boozer out of Duke. And then what picks do we actually have? We have 28 and 26. Okay, I'm going to see if we can move 28 and 26 and try and get a pick in would the Bulls do this for 17? They say no. I will throw in, is there any player that you might want? I'll throw in Kyle Anderson. Instead of the second. Do you want? Okay. Thanks, Bulls. Let's take Benny Stiers here, or we get a center. Floyd Badunga would be good. But we do need a backup point guard. So Braden Burries. Oh, Braden Burries could be really good. Isaiah Evans could also be really good. Let's take Braden Burries. Sure, that sounds like a good pick for us. And then we have pick 56. So let's take, I don't even know. Let's take Caden Catchings here. Oh, no, I guess we're not. Caden Catchings, welcome in BYU. Okay, cool. I'm excited about this team. I am. I think this team should be good. Boozer, Debansa, Peterson, Elijah Arenas. There's a lot of good guys that went in the top there, but we get Cameron Boozer and Braden Berries, which is a lovely draft for us. Springer, we're going to decline. Cody Williams and Collier, we're going to bring back. Qualifying offers, we will bring back RJ Lewis and Walker Kessler, but everyone else here, I think we're just going to let walk. So Walker Kessler is going to want a lot of money. He's going to want $35 million for the next few years. So can we front load this and make it descend? I'll definitely accept him on that. Nurkic, Middleton, and Smart. Yeah, we're going to say goodbye to you guys. So Springer, Harkness, and John Tonje, we're going to let go. So it's just Walker Kessler that we're going to bring back, and we're going to pay him the big bucks. So yeah, welcome back, Walker Kessler. So I think we should have a little bit of money to spend. Collier, George, Clayton, Burries, Bailey, Sensabar, Filipowski, Boozer. Like Hendricks becomes a little bit expendable now, which is a bit sad. Unless we want to move Filipowski to the backup center position, which I don't hate. That could actually work out well. But do we have like Trey? We have Trey Young money. Oh my god. We have Trey Young money. I'm just gonna figure out what we want to do for this team, and then we might offer some big contracts. Okay, since we're going to go for a big fish in free agency here, we're going to trade Isaiah Collier to the Grizzlies for Cameron Boozer, his brother, Caden Boozer, and a first-round pick, which is unprotected in 2028. So we're collecting some draft capital, trading away a pick that we did bring in the first round recently, but now we kind of have open cap space to go for any point guard here that we want. And I'm thinking I kind of want to go for Trey Young. I feel like Trey Young would be perfect on this team. So we need to make a little bit more money. We'll free up a little bit more money. So who here could be potentially traded for some money? I don't think we're going to play Cody Williams since we have Sensabar and Ace Bailey. So if someone will give us something cheap for Cody Williams, that would be nice. Just some picks or something good. The Hawks will give us Cody Martin. I don't even know why I said Cody Martin. The Hawks will give us 2 first-round picks. Let's just take the 2029. The swap worst might not be too bad, actually. Okay, let's just go with the 2027 first-round pick. Let's just take that. And we should have enough now to go and offer Trey Young big money. So we'll go player option. We'll go 48 mil, 4-year deal. We'll see if he would want that. Do we want to go for a Darren Fox? Like, he was really good. We could definitely offer him something if we don't get Trey Young. He's a lot cheaper as well. So that's something we can consider there. We don't have to throw in a player option either. Okay, there's other players here too. Like, Jalen Duren would have been fun if we didn't sign Walker Kessler back. So let's just see if we get anyone here. Okay, we're going to get Trey Young. We're going to get Trey Young. We're going to decline the option here for Darren Fox, and we're going to bring in Trey Young to Utah. That is huge for us. So that immediately means Keontae George goes to the bench, which is completely fine. We've signed him on like a $20 million a deal. So our point guard rotation is very expensive. Then we've got Clayton Berries, who can develop Ace Bailey, Sensabar, Boozer, Hendricks, and Filipowski, and Walker Kessler, which I really like. I don't know if there's any shooting guards that we'd be able to bring in. Yeah, not really. Is there anyone that we can bring? No, not particularly. Okay, so I will offer... I don't know. These guys are a little bit too old. Like, I guess we can bring in like a Bruce Brown. We'll offer him what we can. We'll just do 4, 2-year deal, team option, just so we're using a bit of money, and we can obviously decline that next year, and we bring him in. Okay, perfect. So we make a big move this year. I was going to be bad for a couple more years, but I don't want Ace Bailey and Cameron Boozer to develop in a losing environment. So yeah, Walker Kessler 89, Ace Bailey 85, Trey Young's an 89, George, Filipowski, Sensabar, everyone's going in the right direction. So I'm excited to see this team next year. Okay, So maybe still a bit of a development to go, but that's fine. Jokic MVP, Cameron Boozer Rookie of the Year, Dylan Harper 6th player, Depoy Wemby, Devin Carter Most Improved, Clutch player Tyler Hero, and Mitch Johnson is your Coach of the Year. So any jazz on these teams? We do get Trae Young here on all NBA 13, which is lovely. Nice to see that. And Cameron Boozer obviously there. So we don't make the playoffs, which, I mean, we have our first round pick this year, which is fine. We won 25 games, which I think is more than last year, but it's a bit disappointing to see. We go out and get Trae Young. I guess we maybe hoped for something to happen a little bit too soon. Ace Bailey was really good. Bat efficiency hopefully will improve next year. Keontae George was great as well. Yeah, that efficiency is nice. Yeah, rookie year for Cameron Boozer, sorry. 3-point percentage is not great, but I think with some development, this team is going to be hopefully looking really good next year. So I'm excited to see what happens. It's the Bulls versus the Mavs, KP versus Anthony Davis, and the Mavs sweep. Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. So, and Mikal Bridges too. I don't know how the Bulls acquired all those players. All right, so player retirements. There's a lot of players retiring here. Harden retired on the Lakers. Draymond Green, Dennis Schroeder, Lillard, back on the Blazers. Okay, you'd like to see that. You'd like to see that. Retires there. Cool. All right, so draft lottery. We own our first round pick this year. If it's a good pick, okay. Didn't we get that from? We got that from. I don't know what trade we got that from. Isn't it a swap worse though? So we get 5 and it was a swap worse. So we got 5 and 11. Okay. I thought we were going to get something really good then. And we got 24. So we fall. That's fine. I'm okay with falling this year. We got lucky last year and we stayed at 1, or we went up from 2 to 1. So I'm happy with that. So let's see. So Tyron Stoitzer is number 1 to the Celtics. Double M Mika goes 2. Brandon McCoy goes 3. We see Hugo go here. And on the board is Caleb Holt, who is an absolute stud in this game. And now we have a pick here. So let's take Joel Make-a-Bowl. I don't actually know what his player is in real life. And let's take Domingo here, backup point guard. We have another pick as well. Holy, okay. We'll take Keon Anthony. Cool. So we have 4 first round picks. We probably could have traded some of them, but that's fine. Cool. So a bit of money spent, but that's completely fine. Let's accept Boozer, not Catchings, not Brown. And then we've got an interesting decision to make as my puppy is jumping off on my desk. Okay, so we've got no qualifying offers, but I think we have a couple of free agents. We actually don't. Okay, interesting. I thought we would have had free agents. I guess maybe we've been paying them as we go. There's going to be a few next year, though, which is going to be very interesting to see if that actually happens. So, all right, our team next year is going to be Trae Young, Keontae George. Walter Clayton's probably going to take a step forward, but Caleb Holt comes in while Braden Berries kind of develops there. We've got Sensabaugh and Bailey, Boozer, Hendricks, and then Filipowski, Walker Kessler, and now we have AJMB. AJ. We'll call him AJ. Is there anyone else we want to maybe sign? We have a little bit of money to spend, actually. Like Najee Marshall could be kind of cool. Off the bench, maybe. Could be a trade piece that we maybe look at. He's only 29. I mean, we could take like a bit of a punt here. We can give him a team option and just maybe bring him in. So yeah, we sign him, which is lovely. And I guess we'll give the qualifying offer here to Kenny Catchings, but Bruce Brown can go and Nasir Little can go. And I'm happy we're just bringing in Najee Marshall as our main off-season acquisition. I don't think we're going to do anything else really. Yeah, there's no one else I really want to sign at all. Cool. We're just going to trust player progression. We're going to trust the process. Hopefully we don't see any regression from Trae Young, but hopefully we see a lot of green from all the other players. Yeah, we do. Ace Bailey, 88, 87 for Keontae George. Cameron Boozer's up. Walter Clayton's up. Yeah, I'm happy with this team. I think this should be hopefully a play-in team next year. We're not going to over-hype this team. I'm just going to say it's going to be like middle of the pack. We do need to waive someone though, so... Ooh, okay. This might suck. Okay, let's see if we can just get like something for Keon Anthony here. Or Keon Anthony here. Does anyone want to give up a pick? So Has anyone got a spot on the list? Doesn't look like it. So the Wizards will give us a top 3 protected 2029 pick. That's fine. We'll take that. And then we will then go and waive that Hasselhoff guy. We'll go release him. Cool. All right. That's great. Moving on to next season. We'll do one more year of these, I think. We'll do the 4th one down. Just so we have a roster, and I'll see you guys at the end of next year. Jokic is now on the Warriors and is your MVP. I don't know why I didn't have this option when we had control of the Warriors. Maybe I need to go back and revisit it in the future. Cole Pete, Rook of the Year. Caleb Wilson, 6th player. Depoy Wemby. Jaden Quintan's most improved. And clutch player, Risa Share. Jason Kidd getting Coach of the Year. So we had a little bit of a better year. Trae Young here on NBA 3rd team again. And that's going to be pretty much it, I think. Caleb Holt here on Rookie 2nd team. So we end up missing the finals, though. I thought we were right there. At the play-in. Okay, 34 and 48. So not the best. I think next year is definitely going to be the year that we push through. So hopefully Trae Young can just handle being a little bit mediocre for a little bit longer. But Ace Bailey's coming along nicely. Cameron Boozer, that's going to be the big 3 that we're really going to build around. So I'm excited for that. Let's just see if we can get through here to the next season. So it's going to be the Mavs going up against the Hornets, and the Mavs win in 5. Cooper Flag is your finals MVP. So we'll get Ace Bailey there eventually. So Jimmy Butler was on the Hornets. That's crazy. He didn't actually play for them at all. Yeah, a lot of big retirees here. A lot of notable names, sort of childhood names for some people. So let's see. So we have our pick in the draft here. We have 6 via... that was that trade in the first offseason we did. Mikhailu. We traded Mikhailu to the Kings. The Kings, there we go. We have 13 there, and we don't own our... Or maybe we own our first round pick. I'm not too sure. But we end up going 11, 13... Did we lose that? So the Kings kept because of the lottery protected. Okay. That's fine. So we'll be unprotected next year, I think. So I'm not sure if we're going to keep those picks or not. Will Hardy, I think we... that's like Jason Kidd and... Okay, there's good coaches here. So I'm sorry. Like, not that you're not a good coach at all, but I just think we're going to try and get one of these other coaches for sure. So... I guess we'll go for Spole as well. I guess we'll go for Jamal Mosley. Udoka. Popovich is still here. Steve Kerr. Okay, we've used all our offers. Steve Kerr's probably going to go back to Golden State anyway. So let's see if we get any of these coaches. We get Udoka. Oh, man, okay. Do we sign Udoka? Or do we try and get... I think we have to sign Udoka. Okay, Ime Udoka, welcome to the Jazz. Sorry, Will Hardy, but we're moving on. We're going to go in a new direction here. So, NBA draft time. Let's see if we can maybe make a trade. I don't know what sort of position we are going to be looking to upgrade here, but like maybe it's the center position. I like Walker Kessler a lot. He shouldn't be taking any threes, but maybe we can move him on for someone else. Like, I don't know who's going to be available right now, but I don't know. Like, maybe I do kind of want to keep Walker Kessler. Like Jalen Duren would be kind of fun though. He's earning around the same. His numbers in 2K are actually insane. So let's just keep Walker Kessler. Let's just draft with these picks. Let's just draft with them, and then we can figure out the rest. So let's just sim to our pick. We've got pick 11 here. So let's take Jalen Mitchell here. He seems pretty good. Anyone else here have any crazy player? Okay, we have to take Jeremiah Prophet here. That's a cool name as well. He's got Dwayne Wade comparisons, and Jalen Mitchell is still here, so we'll take him as well. So out of Indiana. So 2 good players here that we'll sign. Not sure if they're going to be here long term. We're going to accept all these player options. So a lot of free agents coming. Filipowski and Caden Boozer need to get paid right now. So let's have a look and see. So Filipowski wants around $20 million. So I'm not sure if we're going to actually keep him around, which is crazy to say. But do we have money for another center? We don't really have any money for another center at all. So maybe it's like a trade scenario here. Let's just do like a 3-year deal with a team option. Let's just try and get it down to maybe 22.5, maybe 20, as close to 20 as we can. And he's going to agree. And then we'll also try and bring back Caden Boozer. Hopefully he doesn't want too much money. So let's just make sure we sign him. Player finder, and then we'll go Boozer. So we're going to have a bit of an expense next year when Ace Bailey is a free agent. So yeah, that's going to be something that we need to think about. Okay, Caden Boozer wants way too much money, so we're not going to sign him. That's straight up a no. So we got Trae Young, Keontae George. We got Walter Clayton and Caleb Holt. Braden Berries is still developing as well, so that's going to be interesting to see what we kind of do with these guys. Like, could we move on from maybe like a sensor bar and move like Caleb Holt to a backup small forward? That's definitely a position that we can go in if we think sensor bar. But sensor bar's like a good shooter, good player. We got Taylor Hendricks here. It's still 2. Yes, we definitely need to sign Filipowski. So we'll bring back Filipowski. 2 years with that team option. And then, okay, so if we were to maybe move on from someone else and make a trade, I don't know. I don't know if I want to move on from anyone. I kind of like the team that we've got. So Caleb Holt is 6'7". I actually kind of like him starting though. Potentially starting. Goes up to an 81 overall. Let's just see how next year all the player progression goes, I think. But Najee Marshall, I think we can definitely look to trade him because he's not going to play in the rotation next year. Is there any... So the Bucks will give us a couple of first-round picks, which is nice. Nick Richards is offered to us. He could be a nice little center, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of just, like, interesting names. The Nets would give us a top 3 protected 2029 pick, which I actually rate that. Let's take this. Bam. Is there anyone else we want to look to move on from as well? I don't think so. No. Okay, I think it's just going to be good to see if we can just progress, just get some good player progression. Let's take Jonathan Isaac on a minimum as well, and he's going to accept that. Cool. All right, so we've got a couple of trade exemptions, but that's fine. Hopefully Caden Boozer comes back on the qualifying offer with his brother. Would be nice, but I'm not sure if he will. And he does. Okay, he comes back. Cool. All right, player progression is very nice to us. Cameron, I keep going to call him Caden. So Ace Bailey's up to a 91. Cameron Booth's up to an 89. So we've got almost 4 90s on the team. Keontae George has balanced there. Caleb Holt is, yeah, he's definitely going to start for us next year. Filipowski, like everyone's like, there's a lot of green on the team. Let's see if we can figure out some contract extensions while we're here. So actually no one really wants to sign with us. Okay, that's fine. It's just Hendricks and Sensabar. Okay, that's cool. Let's just move on to next year. I'm not going to touch this team. We're not going to make any trades at the deadline. I think if we're still bad, next year might be the year that we make a big trade. Okay, so damn. Maybe Jonathan Isaac just gets waived here. We'll release him. And let's see if we can maybe get like a maybe not a first round pick, but let's just see if we can get something for... I do kind of like the name Jeremiah Prophet, but we do need some backup power forward minutes. Do we trade Caden? I'm going to see if we can get something for Caden Boozer. Unfortunately, I think we just need to clear out some cap space, and no one's actually offering us a pick at all. Okay, that's annoying. I mean, I guess we can take a pick and then just waive the player that they're offering us. So we have to give up a first. Okay, let's take on this. Let's take on Killian Haynes, but we will waive him as well. So Haynes, see you later. Thank you for joining the team. Okay, let's go to the next year, and I'll see you guys at the end of it. 58-24. Nice season. Very good season. Bounce back for sure. Luka on the Clippers is your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Double M. Yakashona's 6th player. D-Boy Wemby. Caleb Holt, most improved. There we go. I don't really like sophomores getting that, but yeah, he definitely jumped up out of nowhere. Cade Cunningham, clutch player. Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. And do we get any... We get Cameron Boozer and Trae Young here, but no Ace Bailey. Interesting. and no one else on any of these other teams. Okay, that's fine. So we are the 3 seed this year. So love to see that. Definitely had a good year. So yeah, the big 3 are definitely here. Caleb Holt was good too. Conte George has been fine. Walter Clayton's definitely good off the bench there too. So he obviously had less use this year because he's playing off the bench. But Sensabaugh, Kessler, Filipowski. See, I think maybe getting another center that can score a little bit more. We need to fix Walker Kessler as well. I need to turn off that 3-point shot. I don't want him taking any threes. 3-point. How is he taking, like, we need that, like, yeah, 25. Oh wait, no. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just discard changes. We need the tendency. There we go. So 3-point tendency. We need that, not the actual ability. So he's 50, apparently 50. It's crazy. 3-shot tendency, 0. Off the shot, off screen shot 3 tendency. Yeah, we want that 0 as well. And then yeah, we'll just turn this all the way down. That's fine. Cool. All right, hopefully that doesn't kill the momentum we had this year. So Minnesota Timberwolves, Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Colin Murray, Boyles now. Let's see if we can get through them. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. So we just won our first playoff series in a long time. So Luka, Dort, I don't see them actually playing together at all. I don't think Luka lagged Dort very much. So we're up 2-2, 2-1, 3-1, and we win in 4. And we're into the conference finals coming up against the Spurs. So Castle Harper, Jet Howard, John Collins, Wemby, and Vassell. So they've made a few changes there in San Antonio. So let's haven't even shrunk this down to an 8-man rotation yet. So let's do that real quick. They want to start Walter Clayton. I guess we can do that. So we win game 3. We lose game 4. Okay, they want to probably swap. No, we don't want to swap it back. Okay. We're just going to keep going the way we are. Okay, can we come back against the Spurs here? Need to force a game 7. And then we need to win that game 7. But it looks like they are going to beat us. We go to overtime and we win. Wow, okay. We go to overtime and we win. So we force a game 6. And now we need to force a game 7. So can we come back from a 3-1 deficit? I'm not sure. I wasn't confident the last game. They had a very strong last half. And yeah, they're really putting on the Jets now. So unfortunately, we lose here to the Spurs. But that's fine. Wemby versus AJ. And the Hornets win it all. Wow. Okay. They have a really good team. That's a solid team. Mika at the 5. Cool. All right. So hopefully our last year. But we'll find out. Paul George retires on the Heat, so we kept going a little bit. Went from the Philly to the Heat. There's a lot of good retirees here. Kevon Looney ended up being a bit of a journeyman at the end of the whole career. Caruso and Cameron Payne got themselves a title as well. That's the second one for Caruso now, or third one. Crazy. Let's have a look and see. So the Mavericks get 1 via the Lakers, which is crazy. 8, 6. So we've got 5, 6, 8, and 17, and 20, and 27, and 20. Oh my God. Okay. We stacked the picks up. I remember all those trades. We definitely have to. I don't even know. We need to figure out what we're going to do with these trades. Okay. So do we think Walker Kessler's the guy for us? That's the question. We need to pay Ace Bailey as well. And we need to pay Trae Young and Caleb Holt. Okay, so there's a few things we need to do. So Walker Kessler, is there a trade that we would want to do right now for Walker Kessler? Like maybe a Zubac. I don't even know, someone else. Maybe Lively. Is there anyone else? Like Jalen Duren would be really fun. Like those numbers are so much better than Walker Kessler's. 1 block per game and a steal. What's his contract like? Because he's on like a little bit more and then it goes down. Yeah, so Walker Kessler's on a cheaper contract. But he's signed for another year, so I don't know if I want to actually do this, but we have a lot of picks. We have a heap of picks. Okay. Is there like a number one prospect? Derek Morris Sr., Hall of Fame. Yeah, there's no one really. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a B overall. I guess we can trade up if we wanted to, and use some of these picks. Or is there something else we can do? Like, we have, I don't even know. We have Keontae George that we want to keep, Sensabaugh that we want to keep. Yeah, I don't know. We have to do something with all these draft picks for sure. So we can't draft with all these. Okay, let's see if we can move up to number one. Who had number one? That was the Mavs. Okay, so let's give the Mavs pick 5, pick 6. Is that enough to get it done? No. We'll also give them pick 17. They do it. Okay, cool. So let's take this point guard here, Derek Morris Sr. Let's take him out of Virginia. What other picks do we have here? We have pick 8 as well. Let's see if we can take trade 20 and 23 to where the Lakers bad. Let's see, the Lakers, they don't have their pick this year. Do they have their one next year? Let's just see if we can take an unprotected pick from the Lakers next year, and we'll give them these picks. They say no, but we'll also give 27. They say no as well. Okay, that's insane. We'll throw in like a second. They agree. Okay, cool. So let's go down to our next pick here at pick 8. I feel like we just did a good deal. Sean Brand. Okay, let's just maybe trade this pick to Trade Finder. Pick 8. Let's see if anyone wants it. It's from the Bucks. AJ Lawson and pick 10 in the second round. The Cavs would give us a couple first round picks in the future. The Clippers would give us future picks. There's a lot on offer actually. The Knicks would give us picks. The Lakers would give us Dalton Connect, Tristan De Silva. The Mavs would give us some more picks. The Pistons would give us some picks, which I don't hate that. The Spurs, the Suns. Hopefully the Suns are bad. Let's just do this. Bam. Okay. Cool. We just took the number 1 pick, and that's all we're gonna do in this year's draft, even though we had so many. So he's on a big contract. Everyone here we're gonna get brought back. Trae Young declines his player option. Walter Clayton is gonna get brought back, and Ace Bailey. So we got a lot of money to spend here, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate. So Trae Young is unrestricted, so that's going to be annoying. And Ace Bailey, so I'm going to sign Ace Bailey straight up. We're going to give him a 5-year deal worth hopefully like $36 and a bit million. So Ace Bailey is going to agree to that, which is lovely. Let's just hope Trae Young doesn't get a deal anywhere else. Let's just sign Ace Bailey first. And he agrees to come back. Okay, so Trae Young, no one's offered him anything yet, which is fine. I think we're just going to relax on this a little bit, and hopefully we can go through to maybe day 8 or 9. He's still got no offers. Walter Clayton, I do want to sign. I do definitely want to lock him up for long term. It could be a trade piece, or it could be an important piece for our future. So, okay, Trae Young. Let's see if we can lock him up now. Let's go a 3-year. Let's see if we can get this down to like $43 million. We won't have any option on it. Let's just see if he'll accept that. And he does. So we bring Trae Young back. And then can we actually sign Walter Clayton? Let's do a 3-year, 22. Okay, we can't sign him to that. We can't sign him to that. Okay. Damn. All right, let's see if we can clear out some cap space and bring back Walter Clayton. So we're going to accumulate more picks here. So let's see. Like Braden Burries, is he going to really get a gig for us? Because we've got Holt and Dylan Mingo as well. We got so many guys here that we can definitely like. Okay, so let's trade Profit. Unfortunately, he might be good like in the future, but we're just going to let him go for now. So Caden Allen, Melton's on a 4-year contract. Can anyone just give us just a pick? I would accept just a pick. Or do they have to do? They have to do it. Okay. Is there anyone else here that we can throw instead? Someone on a little bit less money, like Dylan Mingo. He's still got a contract next year, which is a little bit annoying. Power forward. Maybe we can look to move Taylor Hendricks or Bryce Sensabaugh. And we can play Baden Burries. We can move Holt. I like Holt starting though. This is tough, man. Okay, let's just try and move Profit again. Okay, so yeah, everyone's just on crazy money. What if we did try and trade Dylan Mingo? Unfortunately, the Bucks will give us a couple picks here, which yeah, we'll do that. So we traded Dylan Mingo, out the door he goes. And is there anyone else here that we can move as well? There's a lot of money floating around this table right now for sure. I wouldn't mind maybe moving Filipowski back to the center position. We can maybe look for another center, someone on cheap money. Or we can play the AJ guy. Ty Jerome. Yeah, these guys are too much money. All right. So who's the cheapest here? Like Jalen Mitchell, he could be really handy for us. So, okay, let's see if we can just sign him now. We do have the qualifying offer out to him, so let's just see if we can sign him again. What can we actually sign him to? We can't, like, okay. If you have fewer than 14 players, your team may sign a player for the league minimum. It's just 1.3 mil. Okay, I think we're going to have to make a trade then and find someone different to... Maybe Caleb Holt's the 6th man, unfortunately. Doesn't start for us next year. Maybe we can throw someone else around. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to get a top 5 protected pick from the Kings next year. And we're getting Jada Nora. And then we're also going to then flip Jalen Mora here, or Jordan Nora, sorry, and hopefully get like a second. I don't want a first. The Hornets literally just give us this 20, 30, whatever. Okay, can we sign him now? I need to sign my guy. Can we sign him now? We're still way over. Okay, so Walter Clayton, unfortunately, is going to come back on the qualifying offer. He better come back on the qualifying offer. Can we renounce the rights on all these trade exceptions and then maybe sign him? Walter Clayton comes back. Okay. That's fine. So everyone's going up, which is lovely to see. Ace Bailey, Boozer, Holt is up to an 89 overall. That's nuts. Okay. So yeah, we are a very expensive team. We better make a splash in the finals this year. I think the guy that's maybe on the line next year might be Keontae George, that contract. But I guess we'll see. So we win 54 games again. Cooper Flag is your MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Lynn Bernard. Cam Whitmore, 6th player. Depoy Wemby. Nathan Solomon, most improved and clutch player, goes to Cooper Flag. Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year. So we get Cameron Boozer here on NBA first team, which is lovely to see. And we get Ace Bailey here on third team. Mika is already, like, he was the year after Cameron Boozer. No, was he the Cameron Boozer draft? I think he was the year after. He's already here on third team, which is insane. Yeah, and that's basically it. So we're the 2 seed, which is lovely. We definitely needed this season to go well. Otherwise, we need to clear out a lot of cap space. Trey Young took a big step back this year. Maybe we can move some of his money next year and get a good facilitator, or just keep paying Keontae George. He has that option next year too. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we don't win the finals this year, how this team is going to go moving forward. So SGA, they have Yabusele, Jalen Williams. They have a good team. They have a young but good team. And they seemingly get younger every time in this game. So we win game 2, we win game 3, and we lose game 4, but win game 5. Okay, cool. So now we draw Memphis here. John Morant, Elijah Arena, Cedric Coward, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, and Julian Strawther. That's a fun team. That's like a highlight reel team for sure. So we win game 2, we win game 3, and we win game 4. And now we draw the Dallas Mavericks. Devin Carter, Adam Ball, Cooper Flag. Yeah, they have a really interesting team. That's something okay, they're up 2-0. Is it just the Cooper Flag effect? I think it might just be the Cooper Flag effect. Let's see what happens. They win game 3. Bro, are we being serious right now? Are we actually being serious right now? Okay, so we win game 4. Can we come back from a 3-1 deficit? No, we get eliminated by the Mavs. Cooper Flag versus Ada Demansa, and the Mavs win in 7. So Cooper Flag is just busted in this game. This is our last year. This is the last year we're going to play, and we're going to hopefully win it all. Hopefully. I don't know whether this is true or not, but okay, let's see. Do we have any picks this year? We have 5 via the Lakers. 13, 22, and 7. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of draft capital. Let's go through to the NBA draft. We just took the OKC route and have too much draft capital now. So let's see. Can we make a big trade? I think we need... I've got an idea. Let's try and get SGA. Let's trade Trae Young for SGA, but let's throw in pick 5, pick 13, pick 17, pick 22, and we'll also throw in... Like, we have Walker Kessler. We have so many expired contracts here. This Derek Morris Sr. guy, is he... I don't even know if he's going to be good or not. He didn't play for us, but... Well, he's like crazy star value. That's insane. Okay, let's just throw in... I don't want to throw in any of these guys. There's no one else to really... Okay, are they gonna... They're not going to accept that. What if we throw in Walker Kessler? Oh, they're over. What if we did throw in this guy? How far... This guy is so highly rated. He might definitely start for us next year. Because we've got Keontae George here still. Okay, so now we're on draft night though. Okay, let's maybe there's a Walker Kessler trade, because Walker Kessler 7 points really. Okay, let's see if there's a center that we want to maybe take off someone's hands. Like Cat could be $70 million. Actually, no, Cat. I don't want Cat. Derek Lively. I don't know. I don't really feel like Derek Lively is going to be the needle mover that much. Khalil Ware and Derek Queen being on the Pelicans is scary. Jalen Duren is a free agent, so we can't get Jalen Duren. Şengün is interesting, but doesn't really rebound as much as we want him to. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of... Everyone's just too expensive, unfortunately. Yeah, so... We're going to have to... Dude, is there like a trade that we can do for... Okay, what if we did go in this trade finder and we did... Where's Trae Young? We did Trae Young and we did pick 5 and pick 13. We can get Kobe White and Buzelis. We can get Jalen Johnson and Kongwu. We can get Bam Davion. We can get Tyrese Halliburton. We'll get Grady Dick, who's a 90 overall in this now. Maliawak, Scoot. Scoot's interesting. Scoot definitely is interesting. He's a lot less. He's a lot cheaper, but it's not really the guy that we want. Trey Johnson is developed into a really nice player. Okay, what if we don't include Trae Young? What if we just do the picks instead? Yeah, nothing insanely good is being offered to us, unfortunately. Okay, I guess we just have to like draft with these picks and then maybe make a trade later. Okay, so let's just go pick 5. Alberto Cruz. None of these guys are actually that good. Okay. Who was ranked the highest? Wallace Mobley. Sure, we'll take him. And then there's pick 13 here. Let's do the same as what we did before. Zach Roberts, welcome. And then let's just sim to the end. I don't want to draft with all these picks. Rookie signings. Rudolph. Okay, we can keep him. But this guy, we're going to just decline. Okay, team player options. Everyone's going to get brought back. That's for sure. We're very bloody expensive. And Cameron Boozer and Braden Berries need to get paid right now. So can we even afford... We can't even afford anyone, bro. Can we afford Cameron Boozer? We can actually afford Cameron Boozer. So he might be the one guy that we actually bring back right now. So Cameron Boozer, welcome back. Cool. Walter Clayton wants around $25 million. And I'd like to keep Walter Clayton. So let's offer him. Let's sign Walter Clayton. Okay. Oh, Why does it do that, man? Do we still have the option? We still have Walter Clayton here. Okay, cool. So we need to clear out a bunch of cap space right now. So I'm thinking maybe I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm thinking maybe Trae Young goes, which is crazy to think that we're about to trade Trae Young. But what can we get for Trae Young and Walker Kessler? Is there anything we can get for both these guys together? We can get Brandon Miller, which is kind of crazy. Jalen Brunson. Brunson would be insane, actually, but he's 33. Derek Lively, Halliburton, Star Thompson. Maliwak is interesting for sure, but he's on big money now. Scoot, Donovan Clingan. Alex Sarr. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at this team. Okay. So we found a way to get rid of Trae Young. We have Keontae George here, and we have this Derek Morris Sr. guy who apparently 2K absolutely loves. Then we have Caleb Holt. We're going to try and bring back Walter Clayton, but we do have Jeremiah Prophet just in case. We have Ace Bailey, Filipowski, and okay. So I'm thinking we move on from Trae Young if we can. And we free up this $40 million, and then we maybe trade some of our smaller pieces that we have. So we can bring in Taj Ariza, who's definitely a good player. He's worth way less, and then that could be a good upgrade over Sensabar. We can get Stephen Castle. That's insane. That's just, I don't think that would ever they would ever offer that. Okay, I'm just gonna do this Taj Ariza trade. I like this trade. We're gonna send Trae Young to the Bulls. Bam. Okay, so now we have Morris, and we can definitely move on. We can definitely get rid of Zach Roberts, because he is chewing up cap space as well, and he's never going to play for us. So Roberts, let's see if we can move on from you real quick. Just someone offer us something, just some cheap picks, please. The Heat. Thank you, Heat. Cool. All right, so now let's bring back. So point guards are good. We need to bring back either Burries or Walter Clayton. And then I think we're good. This Rudolph Love guy we can potentially trade as well. Oh, we need to actually just clear out some cap. So unfortunately, this is how it's going to go. So let's just trade this Rudolph Love guy. He actually seems quite like he's good to be a decent player, but unfortunately we just need our, okay, we're not going to get any draft picks apparently. Okay. We don't do that then. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, we're going to announce the rights on Sensabar and Hendricks. And we'll announce the rights on these trade exceptions too. So let's quickly clear those off. And so Braden Berries we can actually bring back on the qualifying offer because he's restricted. It's just Walter Clayton that we need to offer a contract to. So Walter Clayton, let's see if he'll accept like a 2-year deal worth $24 million. And he might do. He agrees. Okay, cool. And that's just Braden Berries, who we can't actually sign right now. So let's go to the last day. Hopefully his cap hold isn't outside our money value, but hopefully it's not. Can we sign him? Okay, we can actually sign him. Is he going to accept? Is he going to accept? He does. Okay, so we got all our team back. Crazy. Player options. Oh, player progression. We got 490 overalls. Derek Morris Sr. didn't even play for us last year, but he's up to an 87. Yeah, this team is looking very lovely. So I'm going to see you guys at the end of next year. This has to be our year.